This is my electrical engineering project for Coach L and Mr. Barry's class. The video playing now is my unmodified tutorial 1 working. As you can see, as the potentiometer turns, the LED blinks faster and faster, same vice versa. And here's a quick overview of the schematic and the code. Now, this is a video of my working modified circuit, where we have 6 LEDs working on a brightness scale. As the potentiometer turns, the more LEDs go on. On the right-hand side of my screen is my serial monitor, which reads the value of the angle that the potentiometer is turned to. This is the schematic, where I have the Arduino Mega and a simple breadboard to receive indirect energy from the circuit. Here's a closer look. As you can see, I have 6 cables running from ports 1 to 6 into my breadboard. These run into 6 resistors to limit the flow of electricity in order to protect the LEDs. The LEDs then run to the ground, which goes into the circuit and then back to the breadboard. Then we take that power into a potentiometer, which will read a value I can send into the code as the meter is turned, increasing from 0 to 1200 around. So here's my code. We start off with a simple setup loop, assigning all my LEDs to port values in my circuit. Then we have a serial begin, which allows for my serial monitor to read a given value from the potentiometer. Next, I have my main loop, which will allow my code to run. Now, I have my potentiometer, or pot, which I set to 0. Below that, I print out the value to my potentiometer on the serial monitor seen earlier in the video. Next, we have my 6 if loops. Each one of these if loops is assigned to one setting of brightness in the circuit. These if loops are for if the potentiometer value is in between 2 values, do a certain task. In this case, I have them to act as a brightness spectrum. With the higher value received, the more lights turned on. As you can see in the first void loop, if the pot reads less than 40, only turn the first LED on. These values increase, and so do the brightness of the LEDs. As the potentiometer turns up, the more LEDs turn on until all of them are on.